going on, everybody? It's your boy Kahuna right here on YouTube. I'm ready to talk about Nintendo's E3 plans. Alright, so I didn't get to talk about this yesterday because yesterday was finals day. I was at classes, doing my finals. Man, I was over here trying to hurry, scary, and try to, you know, make an impact on my final grades. So with that in mind, I didn't have enough time. When I got home, I got invited to the fair. See, we're having a fair on our Army base here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So, me and my sisters and we took out the kids to the fair. So I didn't even have that much time to, you know, talk about this, the subject. And when I got home, I was so tired. So let's go ahead and talk about it right now before I go to work, man. I'm actually on my way out to work. So we want to talk about Nintendo's E3 plans. It was a kind of a giveaway already because Nintendo already had said that Splatoon was going to have a tournament, but ARMS is going to also have a tournament now at E3, which surprised me because I thought it was just a Splatoon tournament. Like, okay, Splatoon is their big game that's coming out for the summer, and ARMS technically is a summer spring game because when it releases, it's going to still be in that springtime, but it's going to be in that summer month. So it's technically a summer spring game. So take it how any way you want to approach it, but ARMS is going to be talked about at E3. I think they're going to give ARMS one last push at E3. They want it with ARMS with this tournament coming up. Alright, Splatoon 2, this is going to be a way to show Nintendo that the Switch is, valuable for esports, and they're using ARMS and Splatoon at E3 as esport tournaments. They're going to show off how the Switch is valuable for esports players, which that is great. That's great that Nintendo's chasing that crowd because for a long time, this is the only crowd they had in esports, and now they're trying to push Splatoon. They couldn't really push Splatoon because with Splatoon you needed 4 Wii U's for each team. That makes 8 Wii U's, 8 TVs because you need the gamepad. They didn't think about adding the second gamepad functionality for Splatoon, which it wouldn't have done nothing much because all you're using is the second screen for was just a map. That's it. So take it how you leave it, but because the Switch doesn't have a gamepad, Splatoon will be easier this time to have a team for. It'll be easier to set up. All right, so that's one thing they're doing. Another one is the Nintendo Spotlight, not Nintendo Digital Direct or E3 Direct, but it is a Nintendo Spotlight. This is basically the Direct. They're going to be showing off the big games, have a couple of game announcements. They said the 3DS going to be at E3, but I don't know if they're going to be in the Spotlight. But the Spotlight so far it's going to be covering the next games for 2017 and more Mario Odyssey. Now, they're pushing Mario Odyssey like they pushed Legend of Zelda at last E3. Now, I am, how can I say, excited to see what they're going to show, but I'm also concerned that most of the stuff that they're going to show at E3 is just updates to what's coming into 2017. Like, I know a lot of people want to hear about freaking Xenoblade Chronicles, Shin Megami Tensei, Fire Emblem Warriors, Super Mario Odyssey and all that, but I wonder if they're going to show any new games for 2017. I want to know what's up in line for 2017 and beyond. But so far they said 2017. But this is Nintendo. Last time they revealed the E3 plans, they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna just show Zelda." That's it. Then it was revealed that we're gonna show Zelda and some other upcoming games for the year for 3DS. And we got to show Shin Megami Tensei at E3. Not Shin Megami Tensei. Tokyo Mirage Sessions at E3. And Pokemon Sun and Moon at E3. So they added on to it. So later, this is not the final plans. they're going to be add-ons later. This is Nintendo we're talking about here. It's going to be add-ons later. So hopefully that it's just not 2017, but we're also going to see what's up with 2018 as well. At least a sneak peek in 2018. So, and last but not least, this one is, how can I talk about this one? It's just Treehouse. We all know what goes down at Treehouse, unless they're doing it differently this year. Unless I cannot say how they're going to do it differently. But let's be honest. The Treehouse, what they do is, it's just, how can I say, it's a show off for what Nintendo shows at E3. Like when Nintendo does a presentation for new games and stuff like that, they're gonna have a Treehouse event to have the employees or developers play those games. Now, I want Nintendo, if they're gonna have third-party support, only thing I want Nintendo to do with this Treehouse is let third parties come on the stream and play their third-party games, showing people how it looks, how it plays on the Switch, and what more can we expect from the third-party developers in 2017 for the Switch. So that's the biggest thing I can talk about. Other than that, well, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that when it comes to first-party titles, Nintendo has it on pack. All right, so I can't wait to see what Nintendo is going to show off at the showcase and how they're going to present it into the Treehouse. That's all the E3 plans for now. I want to say more, but that's all we know. All right. So again, these are not the final, plans. They're going to add more on. This is Nintendo we're talking about here. This is only just give you a glimpse of what's coming for E3. So anywho, mark my words. Take it how you will. This E3 might be an important E3 for the Switch. So Nintendo's going to make it important for the Switch. So anywho, I will be giving my bold predictions that day before E3. Now I ain't gonna get nobody hopes up, but I'm gonna be saying what is more, how can I say, predictable for E3 games. I just don't want to get nobody hopes up when I make my predictions. I just want to go ahead and say things like, oh, Luigi Mansions 3 is coming or something like that. Something like that, predictable, something that Nintendo would do, instead of just throwing wet dreams out there. So anywho, it's your boy Kahuna. I'm out. Let me get my ass to work. I'll see you guys later.